Hi, welcome to the Grilled Cheese. I'm Cory.
I'm Cameron.
And tonight we have a very special episode for you because this is our first one.
Yeah, tonight we have music reviews, movie reviews, and some wacky skits.
And we have an interview from Mike Martin and also a newsflash from Dustin Ricketson. So it's been a dream of ours for a long time, Cameron and mine, to produce a show. It's not always easy.
At all.
But we put our heads together to see if we could write something that we thought you might enjoy.
Yeah, because sometimes I really just want to punch this guy.
And sometimes I just want to punch myself.
Yeah, here's something we taped earlier in the week.
What are we going to do for a skit this week?
Weren't we going to do that Uber Eats one?
I was thinking that we should probably do that next week. We don't have any lights or anything.
Well, what about aliens?
What if we're doing the show and like aliens come and then we interview them and they're like really polite and have British accents and stuff?
And cowboys.
What if you were skateboarding and I threw a stick in front of your skateboard and you went flying?
That's in that Adam Sandler movie.
Okay, so what if we're like in a canoe and a catfish jumps into our boat and like knocks us into the water?
What about we're in a band, right? And every other note we play is the wrong note. And the crowd's just like laughing at us.
What if I'm a hypnotist and you come to my office to quit smoking and in the middle of a session I fart?
That's just another Adam Sandler routine. Wait, I got it. What if we take $50 and flip it selling drugs?
What if we go to the lake and write a skit about writing skits? Anything?
What if we do one where we shave your head? Wait, maybe we can use that skateboarding one though. And we'll get a drone and I'll trip and we'll take the drone off and I'll fall and I'll be like, ooh, I'm flying. Wait, I got it. What if I do yoga under the power lines and I get charged up from the electricity and I'll get some crystals and it'll be funny. And then a monster attacks us.
We could be bandits on the railroads or something like that.
Wait, what if we're the last pocket of civilization and we're on a train, right? But we're just like some banjo picking troubadours.
What if we're like kids and we're going down the railroad tracks to find a dead body?
Right. No, that's a good one. What if we break out of prison, right? And we're gonna go on this trip. And it's gonna be long. It's gonna be a long, long trip. Some sort of odyssey. I'll fly away, oh darling. I'll fly away.
Or we could just sing like classic children's songs like I've been working on the railroad.
Or you are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
We could have like a blue screen at the end where it says, and if you call now, we'll double your order absolutely free. You just pay extra shipping and handling. What if we did this thing where we're like hiking with a selfie stick? You know, I used to be a celebrity, like a minor celebrity on Saturday Night Live, and I interview my celebrity friends as we go on hikes through the Hollywood Hills. What if we're like walking down the railroad tracks and then we totally get lost even though there's only one way? We could do one about how you're from the 90s and you still get magazine subscriptions.
What if we just do zombies at Walmart?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
You want to just go home?
Yeah, let's just go home. Hey Cory, can you name how many references we made in that skit?
There was Big Daddy, there was another Adam Sandler routine, Snowpiercer, Stand By Me, and Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and maybe some others.
I freaking love Phoenix and Stand By Me. You know what I also love?
What do you also love?
I love all those singing parts we did in that skit.
Yes, the singing was great. Funny enough, Cameron loves all music. He actually does music reviews. Here's one that he did earlier.
Here with another music review. It's me, Cameron, with the grilled cheese, and I'm doing the Strokes this week. Manhattan-formed band The Strokes released their long-awaited sixth album, The New Abnormal, on April 10th, 2020. In case you were unaware, they're recognized as one of the biggest influencers on the post-grunge punk revival. At its core, The New Abnormal is a classic rock and roll album with a couple of modern-inspired melodies throughout some of the songs. The New Abnormal starts strong with songs stylistically like others in their catalog, but a bit softer, making it easy to dive into their album. The first song is The Adults Are Talking. It starts out with a driving beat that seems chill, especially when the vocals come in lazily and soft, making it not an explosive way to enter the album, but an easy way to slide into it. Next, we have Selfless. It's a song I can listen to when I'm feeling down and just need a little pick-me-up. The fun melody and falsetto make for a great pop song, and it's comforting enough to keep you around to listen to the next song. Coming in with a strong organ part, Brooklyn Bridge to chorus sounds like a 90s pop song with the Strokes spin on it. It seems like a drug-induced party song about wanting new friends. I was able to digest the song, but some of the lazy singing parts make me not want to come back to it like I would some of the other songs on the album. The next song, Bad Decisions, is just as forgettable, just because it sounds like a Billy Idol song, but it doesn't add anything to the same old chord progressions. They get back at it with Eternal Summer. It's just a solid, fun song. It's hard to hate it, but it's super long though. We move right into At the Door, and it's just another song that feels like it doesn't peak and seems lazy, but I still enjoy the melodies. Why Are Sundays So Depressing? The next song, I feel the sadness in the album at this point. But also with the light and happy kind of vibe, this might be one of my favorite songs on the album. Still, it's not exciting and kind of repetitive. Getting closer to the end with the second to the last song, Not the Same Anymore. It feels like the rest of the album, but he feels a little bit more bitter at the end. I could say at least Julian Casablancas releases some of that anger and bitterness and just feelings by the end of it, going right into the next and last song. Ode to the Mets feels like the most raw and passionate song on the entire album. And I respect them holding out into the end of the album to really just release all that energy instead of putting it right at the beginning. I tried to evaluate each song separately, but I tried to keep in mind how it fit with the rest of the album, and the whole album seems to fit pretty well together. The problem I have with the album is that it sounds like it could have been released at any point in their careers, well, other than their first or second albums. Overall, if you like The Strokes, you'll probably like the album, but I would have to rate it somewhere in the mid-3s on the okie dokie scale. So, you know. Alright, well remember, if you want me to review your songs, email us at thegrilledcheesesc@gmail.com and subscribe to our YouTube. That's it, I'm done.
Wow, thanks, Cameron. That was really insightful. And now, a little nature.
We're so small in a big world, huh? That's neat. What a character, that nature guy. You know who's also a character? Our next guest, Mike Martin. Here's his interview.
Hey, welcome to The Grilled Cheese. We're here with our good friend Mike Martin, and we're going to ask him a few questions and talk to him about music and stuff.
Yeah, so Mike, you sent us some music. Wanted you to talk about that a bit. When did you record it? Inspiration for it, etc.
Yeah, the single there, "Long Gone Train." We finished the recordings down in Folly at Omar's place, Fairweather.
Oh, nice.
You familiar with it?
That's right by Burt's.
No, I thought so too, but that's not where the studio is on Soul Agree.
Oh, no kidding.
It's this cool place. You drive down this lane, and he's got this badass open room. That's where the video stuff is from. If you've seen, we put that out here in the last week or so.
Yeah. I didn't
But
realize
that's in
that.
the studio. But what we call the rhythm bed, which is the bass, the drum, and guitar. That's kind of the way that we try to get the start to the song. We did that. That was our first one we did here at the studio in Muncie, where I'm at right now.
Oh, I didn't realize you were in Muncie right now.
Yeah, I'm up here. This is the market. This is like the Burt's kind of concept.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Because I thought you recorded those new songs in Muncie. I thought that was a place in Muncie you recorded that from.
That's where we started up at, and then I'm getting a setback. And then we took it down there, and Whit Alger did the keyboard, and Will Evans did all the mixing, which Will's from the 27s and a couple of the bands around there.
Right.
And then Omar, I love working with Omar. So we finished that, which is kind of one of the things we want to do here in Muncie is I want this to be like a capture studio.
Right.
Where if artists want to come and really work on tracking before taking it to the next level to do something. And so that was one of the things we're doing with this is trying that out here at the studio. And so Long Gone Train was started here in January of this year. And then we finished it up in March. We were right in the middle of touring on it when things all seemed to change.
Yeah.
And then change again.
Are you working on a full album with those songs, or are you just keeping those as singles and moving on and writing a whole nother concept type album?
Yeah, not with those songs. Those songs were all Long Gone Train is actually about pop country music.
Okay.
Just how, I guess, my disdain for it, and the idea of a real country blues song that can make people dance, because that's why the country labels don't want to. They like basically, and I love hip hop, but they love like basically this hip hop about tractors kind of thing.
Right.
Music.
That reminds me. Are you still doing the radio show?
Yeah, out of Asheville, North Carolina, every Sunday, 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. What's the name of the station?
Yeah, 105.5 The Outlaw in Asheville, or outlawasheville.com. It streams, but it's actually 105.5 if you're in Asheville.
I guess another question: are you going live to engage with fans at all?
I'm going to again soon. I'm really excited about everything people have been doing with that. But for a moment, we were just really trying to fit. We were right in the middle of doing this tour and finishing up the song. And so I really wanted that to be the first thing that we put out, because we had worked really hard on finally feeling like we got part of that sound that I've been going for all these years. We have a version of the song that's going on the record that's very like 50s, like maybe Chuck Berry meets Alison Krauss and Robert Plant.
All right, Mike. See ya.
Yeah, good to see you, Mike.
For you too, brother. Cameron, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Thank you. See ya.
Good work on the show.
Thank you.
Really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that was Mike Martin talking about all the things that you just heard him talk about. And before you get too tired of my face, here's a movie review. Hey guys, for this segment, I'm going to be talking about a movie. For those of you who don't know, there's actually a movie review section on our channel. You can go to the movie review playlist where I add new videos on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Today's movie is called Attack the Block. I like this movie because of how concisely it's crafted. It's thrilling, it's entertaining, and it's high caliber filmmaking on a budget. This movie is best watched with zero expectations the way that I watched it. However, I am going to spoil it ahead, so you've been warned. The movie takes place over the course of one evening. A nurse is on her way home from work when she's mugged by a bunch of teenagers. So it's the busiest day of the year. The police begrudgingly take a report. Meanwhile, the gang of 15-year-olds that mugged this nurse encounter an alien monster that seems to drop from the sky. They kill it, they bring it back to their South London housing block, and they take it up to their weed dealer's room to keep it safe. While they're up there, they witness a bunch more of the aliens falling to Earth, and they vow to keep London safe. It's up to them to kill them all. At the same time, the gang leader pulls the leader of the 15-year-olds aside, who's played by John Boyega. His name's Moses, and offers him
to sell cocaine, basically initiating him into the gang. They head back out on the streets to kill the monsters, but they promptly get picked up by the police. Moses is caught with a weapon and with cocaine. The nurse positively identifies him. While being arrested, the police actually get attacked by two of these alien monsters and killed. The teenagers end up stealing the bully van, or paddy wagon as we know it, and basically kidnap the nurse. They end up getting on the bad side of the gang leader. The rest of the movie is about them trying to kill the aliens while running from police and this crazy gang leader. The film's straightforward plot is peppered with plenty of commentary about class struggle in South London, and it takes a full-blown alien invasion and whittles it down into a nice, small little indie film. The movie stands out from others for a bunch of reasons. It's a very British movie whose only famous actor is Nick Frost, who only plays in a supporting role. Although John Boyega is in it, this is about 5 years before Star Wars. I haven't seen the other actors in a whole lot of movies, but they do a great job in this movie, and as an American, I find their South London accents fun to listen to. It's a science fiction movie about an alien invasion. It takes place on a grand scale, but it's nice to see them take an indie film approach instead of making it into a big commercial project, which it had the potential to be. The special effects are pretty convincing as they portrayed the alien monsters in a way that's totally believable within the reality of this film. The point of this movie is to not discount people based on where they're brought up. These boys are just trying to survive on the block amidst a government that doesn't care about them, police who think they're criminals, and society that's already dismissed them even at such a young age. The music in this movie is great. Keeps the tone cool and slick. It never overdoes it, never gets schmaltzy, it never gets sentimental. Although the intensity of this movie really comes from the acting, the directing, and the editing, the old-fashioned approach to filmmaking. The music just helps to punctuate the excellent action within the film. So should you see this movie? Absolutely. I love this movie. I've seen it many times. I was lucky to find it. It's kind of a hard one to find. It's a good time throughout. It's highly entertaining. It's thrilling. It's engaging. And it's got a very satisfying ending. So if you have a chance to watch this one, I highly recommend it. Check it out.
I freaking love Boyega in Attack the Block, but he's even better in Star Wars.
And if you like to watch good fights, just wait till you see this next clip.
The world can be so dangerous sometimes. That's neat.
Wow, that was a thrilling video. Thanks so much. Now we have a news flash from our friend Dustin Ricketson.
Good day, mates. I have a day in a life diary segment from a friend all the way in the mystical island known as the United Kingdom. His name is Elliot, and he's a very nice businessman who enjoys walks on the beach, shaking martinis, and some spotted dick. Let's find out what his day is like. My average corona-ridden day is like this. I woke up around 5:30, brushed my teeth. Very important in England, despite what you're told. But my first real task of the day was to get a drink, then proceed to watch a mix of Tiger King and Money's Heist on the telly. Time will spin, innit? Around 10 is the next 11 hours of eating starts. I respond to my most important emails of the day, go over plans for works, until I pass it on to my assistant and decide to drive out into the forest and do my run. I was a track champ back in grade school. I have dancer legs, so I must use them constantly. I go home around 2:45 and shortly after had a package arrive, so I progressed some more on my work from home/elite gaming arena till 6 in the afternoon. I took a couple of business calls and had to lay down. Then it was time for Domino's, which because of the corona was terrible as due to the limited menu. So I asked him recently how he was doing with all this crap going on. He said he was doing fine, working as normal, but recently so much is closed that it isn't worth going out. Just staying in the house, playing games, and going running. It's a 15-year-old me's dream, besides the running, of course. Wow. Thanks, Elliot, from the United Kingdom. I hope everything over there is doing fine. Also, don't forget to clap. They need your support more than ever. My name is Dustin from Walterboro, South Carolina. Stay groovy.
And that was Dustin Rickinson. Thank you for that, Dustin. And that's the show.
Wait! Remember, subscribe to our YouTube to see more videos like this.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.